Yeah. Michael and I were talking about restaurants earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What was it? Yours? Oh My Good Gravy?
Oh My Good Gravy.
He was going to open a Oh My Good Gravy restaurant. It's all gravy based.
All gravy based. What
Everything you order comes with some form of gravy.
What do you dip into the gravies?
Everything.
Yeah, but what do you have that I can dip into gravies?
More gravy?
Gravy and gravy.
Dip into gravy. What was it? You were saying like you get pancakes and you get like a maple syrup flavored gravy.
Chicken, maple syrup, gravy.
So I was going to open a restaurant next door called Dig My Dumplings.
Yeah.
And I'm going to serve all types of dumplings. And then sometimes he'll put his gravy all over my dumplings. Or my dumplings dip in his gravy sometimes. We'll do like crossovers.
Yeah. That sounds pornographic.
But it'd be fun.
I'm not against it.
Oh, my dig dumplings.
Oh, man, if you guys were in like a food
Dig
court.
my gravy covered dumplings.
Oh, dude, if it was in a food court, it could be called like Gourmet Gangbang.
Don't forget the gravy.
Yeah. This is episode 13.
Oh, are we already into it?
Yeah.
Because I was about to ask who's like the biggest human harpy on the ball sack of the planet.
Oh.
I thought we were just talking, but
There's
okay.
a huge conversation for that. But yeah, this is episode 13 of the Horse Lick Review.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got Jake and Michael here. I'm Nathan. Let's get started. Jake, you go first.
All right, do you want to hear about music banned in Chechnya, or do you want to hear about screaming frogs?
Whoa, you got the screaming frogs?
Did you?
I have the screaming frogs.
Did you have a story about screaming frogs?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
You can do that.
I actually saw something about the music thing, like they banning a certain wavelength or something.
Give me a second.
Let's do that one. The music.
Chechnya bans music that is too fast or too slow.
Like a good medium.
Always. It's like something like 117 BPM or some shit like that.
It's actually something like that. It's the Russian Republic is said to have ruled that all music should correspond to a tempo of 80 to 116 beats per minute.
A nice waltz.
Meaning all Western rave and techno music would be banned. Chechnya, which is fucking crazy, because isn't like rave music huge in Chechnya?
Yeah, all of Eastern Europe and Russia. Yes, like I mean, Little Big left at a good time then, because they left during the whole war thing and moved to America, and like they're huge over there. So like,
You'll never take away my...
Yeah, it's called.
how are we gonna swing our glow sticks and masturbate on ecstasy and
You probably easily do that.
I don't know, I'm sure you
I don't know. Give me some right now. Let's see if I can masturbate.
You can still trip balls to fucking polka. Its cultural ministry made the announcement in a statement earlier this week, according to the Moscow Times. The new standard of music is relatively slow compared to a lot of modern-day tempo pop music, and would rule out a number of Western genres from being played publicly in the conservative Islamic society. Oh, man. They're not even going to be able to do, like, the Cobra fucking drug to their rave music anymore, probably. Like, you remember what we were talking about? The fucking snake venom?
That was in India.
Yeah, but still, you don't think they were partying on snake venom over there?
I want some snake venom.
The Republic's leader, Ramzan Kadyrov, instructed Culture Minister Musa Dadyev to make Chechen music conform to the Chechen mentality, the Moscow Times said. Quote, borrowing musical culture from other peoples is inadmissible, Mr. Dadyev reportedly said. Ugh, no foreign music. No rock and or roll or boom cats.
They do accept Cher.
What?
Cher?
Oh, they love Cher?
Yeah.
She's probably...
It's the right tempo.
Well,
She's probably right between like 80 and 90, wouldn't you say?
Well, they do believe in love over there, I guess. The band...
And life after it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That song
Just
is the template for...
specifically that song. No
For
other
all
shit.
Chechens?
yeah. It's got to match
I didn't
that.
realize that. Do they all wear assless chaps with fishnet stockings underneath?
Oh, probably. That sounds like conservative Islamic society to me.
Oh, okay.
It's the only thing we
I'm
bought.
learning a lot about the world today. Already.
I don't know, man. I think it's hummus and assless chaps all day. And music at a nice tempo.
Well, Jake, I'm stealing yours.
Hold on.
Oh, I
I
thought
think
you were
there's
done.
more. No, there's more.
Okay, give us some more.
I don't know if it's good. The ban was reportedly announced following a meeting between the Republic's ministry and local regional artists. I can't fathom that the regional artists were like, no, slow it down. But artists are said. Oh wait, but artists are said to have been given until June the 1st to rewrite music that doesn't meet the criteria. And if their music isn't reworked, they won't be allowed to perform it in public. Oh, that means it's sexy music. They're gonna perform it in private.
A year and a half writing this record. We got to start all over.
No more Chechnyan thrash metal bands.
Or doom metal.
Or really any metal. Yeah, because doom metal's too slow. That's 79 beats per minute, buddy. That's even one beat too slow.
Get out of here!
If I speed it up, any Satan can't hear it. All Western rave and techno music, which tends to be of a higher BPM, would be banned under the new rule. Chechnya has been a vocal supporter of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. It has also seen a... Oh, wow. Yeah, it gets sad. It has also seen a wave of anti-LGBTQ plus violence, I guess shares out, in recent years, including reports of anti-gay purges that the UN described as acts of persecution and violence on an unprecedented scale. Yep, okay, well that brought it down. Shouldn't have read the last paragraph.
I'm just sad now.
Yeah. I was hoping there was a bunch of like Islamic dudes running around with assless chaps listening to slow music.
Listening to Cher on repeat, the same song. All right, from Sky News, I've stole yours. Frogs are screaming. We just can't hear them, scientists in Brazil discover.
That's the story I had.
The frog screams in the pond and you can't hear it. I mean what the fuck, man?
I feel like 1990s Budweiser's commercial told us that they screamed slogans at least.
Yeah. I loved that commercial as a kid.
Brr.
Were they like stop motion or something? Or puppets?
Puppets?
I think they were puppets, man.
Yeah.
Scientists have recorded the first documented case of defensive ultrasound being used by amphibians. Some frogs...
Defensive ultrasound? So they're trying to like defensively figure out like what sex a baby is?
Yes.
Defensively.
Yeah, defensively.
You can't see the gender. Hide it.
You have to know thy enemy. It's defense.
Some frogs scream at an ear-splitting volume for other animals, but its frequency is inaudible to humans, scientists have discovered. While in the Amazonian jungle studying frogs, researchers in Brazil noticed something strange.
When they kicked them, the frogs screamed.
Hey!
Small leaf litter frogs were arching their backs, throwing back their heads, and opening their mouths wide.
Throwing it back, huh?
They were waiting for it. So those scientists went ahead and dropped them in.
Man, these frogs really know how to throw it back.
They looked like they were screaming to give me a blowjob. No, I'm just...
Please.
They looked like they were screaming, but the scientists could hear nothing. When they recorded the frogs using high-frequency audio recorders, the scientists captured the first documented case of defensive ultrasound being used by amphibians. The scream is a response to predators, according to researchers from Brazil.
The sexual predators that are the scientists.
According to researchers from Brazil's State University of Campinas, I guess that's how you say that. Campinas. Campinas.
I doubt it, man.
From Campinas.
My favorite game.
That's where I went 6 summers in a row. Changed my life.
Do you need to talk about it?
No, it was
What did the counselor do?
It was the best 6 years of my life.
Changed my life and the way I sit.
It could be a call to arms to attract another animal to attack the predator. What the fuck? The researchers recorded the distress call on 2 occasions. When they analyzed the sound using special software, they found that it had the frequency range of 7 kilohertz. Jesus. And Jake just fell out of his chair.
Dropped his phone and fell out of his chair.
Aroused by the screaming of all these frogs. I can't handle it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna start over from this paragraph. When they analyzed the sound using special software, they found that it was 117 BPM and was not allowed. And they told the frogs that they had to redo
Slow it
screaming down. They can't listen to your suffering in Chechnya.
No. Frequency range of 7 kilohertz to 44 kilohertz. Humans cannot hear frequencies higher than 20 kilohertz, which are classed as ultrasound. A researcher on the team, Mariana Ritucci. I don't know this. I'm not going to say this. I'm not a Pontes. I don't know. But it's like, they're like
Yeah, Mariani Ritucci Pontes.
I guess that's how you say it. But they speak Portuguese, so it might be pronounced different.
Oh, wait.
Hetucci, right?
Yeah, because the R would be like an H.
Yeah. It says he saw frogs exhibiting similar behavior on a different research trip, but didn't have the right technology to record the ultrasonic sound. Bats, whales, rhinos, dogs, pigeons, cuttlefish. How many animals can I name? Sorry. All sorts of animals use infrasonic and ultrasonic frequencies to communicate, and humans can hear none of it.
Do these animals
Because
also
they're assholes.
Do these animals also scream?
Apparently, all animals on Earth are screaming constantly, and human beings cannot hear any of it.
Yes.
Good, dude. That would drive me insane. If I just went out to the ocean, to like relax or something, I'd just start. Ah! Probably wouldn't be a vacation destination any longer.
It was like a defense mechanism. Like, oh shit, danger.
What I thought was cool about it is they think they might be calling out to another animal to it, like
help.
Yeah,
to be like, it's like attracting another predator to like get rid of their predator. That's pretty badass.
So it's like reaching out for the hot tag.
Yeah.
It's like being chased by Jason Voorhees. Jason, help! They're in the cabin.
What do you got next? I'm done with that one. That's all I need to know.
Italy, tiny Sicilian island giving away goats as tensions grow over rapidly expanding animal population. Alacuti, the smallest island of the Aeolian archipelago, is donating its goats to anyone who wants them, as the wild animals have been destroying the landscape. A tiny remote island off the coast of Sicily has started donating its 600 goats, with the animals overwhelming the human population of just 100. So there's 6-1 goats, man. Local mayor Riccardo Gullo told Sky News the goats were creating tension among the local community as they were wreaking havoc on the environment, storming people's homes and eating their crops. That was fucking.
I wouldn't doubt it.
The goats, so the goats are in charge.
Yeah, my grandfather had goats, and they were dicks.
Mr. Gullo said it started with a few goats supposedly escaping from their owner and going on to reproduce themselves to a point where they have now become too hard to manage. They're the overlords, dude. The goats rule.
Goats rule.
They represented a problem. You would meet them everywhere, he said. 600 goats have been counted. The island is really small, so they're really too many. With pictures showing the goats grazing on what appears to be residents' back gardens, the mayor said measures had to be taken to contain them following massive damage on the island, the smallest of the volcanic Aeolian archipelago in southern Italy. Man, I say just throw them into the volcano to appease the fucking volcano god.
Yeah.
And then,
when's the last time he had a good sacrifice?
Exactly.
A goat would he'd probably welcome a goat.
He'll return
600 goats.
Yeah, he'd return dominance to mankind.
Exactly.
Throw some Jamaican seasoning on it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, you could just, like, spit roast them over the volcano.
Yeah.
Jamaican seasoning, Jamaican goat, curry goat. It's delicious.
Curry goat.
Here's a quote from Gula. Some goats are nice and robust, so some people are scared, while others fear they will enter their home. What the fuck does that even mean? Some goats are nice and robust.
Nice and robust.
So some people are scared, while others fear they will enter their home.
Never did trust a non-robust goat.
Yeah, me either.
You snuck in, ate all my cans.
I was going to recycle those. The plan to offer the goats to whoever sought to breed them has so far been successful, the mayor said, with requests coming from as far as the central Italian region of Tuscany and Lombardy in the north of Italy. While the offer expires on April 10th, there are no restrictions on who can apply for a goat, so, send your letters. You could have a fucking
Well, let's do it, guys.
island goat.
Let's all send in for a goat.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd give it to us.
Will they Amex it here?
Who?
Oh, and there's no limit on how many of the wild... Hey, there's no limit on how many...
I don't think it's a shipping place. I think it's a credit card. I was trying to sound cool.
You fucking failed. You don't get a goat.
Damn it.
I hope you start hearing all the frogs scream.
We can hear goats scream.
Don't get a goat.
Wait,
Oh,
dude,
are they
there's
screaming goats?
there's no limit
Yes.
on how many you can request either.
No, are they screaming goats?
All goats scream, dude.
Not like those ones.
Yeah, not like those ones, but they all scream.
Those like freeze up and fall over. The ones. What are those?
Dude, I doubt they'd be afraid of those.
Those are fainting goats.
Fainting goats.
Fainting goats?
And then there's the screaming goat. "Ah!"
That's awesome.
All right,
You
so
said that as a notification tone.
no limit on how many you can request.
Nice.
It's a
Yeah,
random
annoying.
delivery without conditions. A special gift. The mayor of the county,
Let's get one.
De La Pari, which administers Albuquerque, said.
It'll be the horse-lick goat.
Yeah,
It'll be our mascot.
I'm for it.
Horse lick this one.
Gloria, owner of the Golden Cafe Noir at Alacutis Port, welcomed the plan, but questioned how it would work logistically. The goats have become too many, with one of the animals also visiting her business. Oh, that's how it became robust. It's been drinking coffee.
They are many, but they are one.
Yeah, it's been drinking robust coffee from her cafe. Stop serving the goats coffee. They're creating their own problems.
I thought they preferred robust goats.
I don't know. I thought those are the ones that are making them scared. While it attracted attention at first, Gloria was concerned the goat could turn aggressive towards one of her customers. It's real Karen, that goat.
I was sitting here enjoying my decaf frappe, whatever.
I said iced mocha latte, not hot.
Starts headbutting everyone.
It's like a Waffle House.
Pointing to how it may be a struggle to get the goats transferred from the top of the mountainous cone-shaped island, she said, how will they bring the goats back down? Perhaps they would need a helicopter to transfer 2 or 3 at a time.
Well, I mean, I guess goats, from my memory of my grandfather having them, they can be, unpredictable and pretty curmudgeonly sometimes. There was one, she would be fine. It was a female. And, she was really big, too. But, she'd be fine, then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she would just fucking butt you and, knock you down. My cousin used to peg her in the head with corn cobs.
I'm glad you
because she would
chase
chase after him, and he would throw corn cobs at her.
I'm glad you finished the sentence because at first you paused when you said pegger, and then I was like, "Oh, this is going in a weird direction."
Yeah, my cousin would take her in the barn and show her who's who.
Strap on that big mink.
You could probably calm a goat. I imagine you could calm a goat down by shotgunning some weed in its face, but I'd hate to see a goat with the munchies, dude. They're already eating machines. Can you imagine a goat that was high?
That's how my grandfather got out of goats. Is they all were able to get into the loft where he kept all the corn.
Yeah.
And I think 7 or 8 of them foundered. They ate until they died.
Jeez.
But where do you think
he got rid of them after that and went into cattle.
Where do you think they get horny goat weed? You can't get a goat high.
Whenever this is what happens,
They'll get horny.
whenever you let a goat smoke weed, then the horny goat weed grows out of their ass
Oh yeah, and you have to
from
pluck
being
it.
high, and then you pluck it, and the root is attached, so it's a little painful. So when you pull it out, they might be like, nah.
And sell them for 75 cents in a gas station bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's-
So you can get boners.
And that's the way the world goes around.
That's the beauty of
Capitalism.
yes.
That's the beauty of gas station boner pills.
Okay. What's next?
Yeah, that's it, dude.
Those are made from rhinos, I think, according to the package.
Here's some more snake news.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sky news. Australia. A man has been charged with 26 counts of animal cruelty after more than a dozen dead snakes were found in his car.
Was he making drugs? At least.
I think he was probably milking them all for his pleasure. Queensland police found 13 deceased snakes and 13 live snakes throughout the man's car.
They were in his car. Why? What was he doing with them in his car?
They have no explanation to what he was doing with them. There's not much to this article. It's just this guy was busted. He was pulled over.
I was taking a tiny hammer, I was, and I was bashing their teeth out, and then I was wearing them as a sort of, like, snake prophylactic.
Drive-through pranks.
Yeah, there's no explanation.
Look, there's a snake on my dick!
Here's your burger. Snakes!
What do they call it? What's Burger King in Australia? Isn't it like Hungry Jack?
Hungry Jacks.
Yeah, Hungry Jacks.
Yeah, I mean, that's about it.
I've got my Whopper. Snake!
That's all there is pretty much to that article, is this guy. They have no explanation.
How do they know he was being cruel to him then? Like, he could have just been driving snakes around.
Because 13 of them were dead.
Oh, well, maybe he accidentally left him in the
car.
car.
Maybe he was feeding the dead snakes to the other snakes.
Maybe it's like a snake hospice, and their last
Could
wish
be,
was
dude.
to drive around
What if this guy's a hero?
to Hungry Jacks.
Yeah.
Do one last prank.
I make these snakes' lives as good as they can be until they pass.
What do you mean you won't
By
serve
me
me?
slipping them over my penis in a prank of Hungry Jacks.
What do you mean you won't serve me a mouse meat Whopper? This snake's dying.
Next.
Hungry Jacks. Get it today.
Rare lion-tailed macaque stolen from Liebig Zoo in Germany. The female lion-tailed macaque named Ruma was stolen from its cage during a violent overnight break-in, according to Leipzig Zoo. I don't know if it goes into like the violence of the break-in.
What was violent about the break-in?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping it tells us. A rare macaque has been stolen during a raid on a zoo in Germany. Leipzig Zoo says the female lion-tailed macaque named Ruma was stolen from its cage during a violent overnight break-in. Why do you restate that shit? Sky News is bad about that. They've got like the same paragraph 3 times before they get into the meat of the story. We do not know what's the motive. Hold on. Let me see if I can Werner Herzog this. Nah, probably not. We do not know what the motive is behind the theft, but we are extremely concerned about the welfare of the animal, whose proper care requires expert knowledge, the zoo said in a statement.
That's pretty good, but you need to sound more sad.
Yeah, I'm not doing Herzog, I'm just doing German. We very much hope that the animals will be secured unharmed or returned. Police in the German state of Saxony, where Leipzig is located, said the burglary took place overnight on Saturday, March 30th. Every time I go into German, it's a quote. On the night from Saturday to Sunday, unknown persons entered the grounds of the Leipzig Zoo and then forcibly opened the monkey's enclosure, Polizeisachen said in a statement. They then stole a female monkey and fled the premises. Police have secured traces and put the monkey on a wanted list. Officers are appealing for witnesses or anyone with information to contact them. Lion-tailed macaques are a species of Old World monkey native to the forest of the Western Ghats mountain range in India. The primates are easily recognized by the striking gray or silver mane that surrounds their face and the lion-like black tail tuft at the tip of their tail. Only a few thousand lion-tailed macaques are thought to exist, and they are considered endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN. And here's a picture of that. Here's the picture of that monkey. Yeah, it looks wise.
Somebody stole Macaque once, along with my heart.
I feel like I don't know, man, like... Scat porn's pretty...
When they said violent break-in, I was expecting to hear like 6 guards were murdered violently.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Like, violent because they broke property. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm wondering if they did it for smuggling purposes or, like, you know, like...
They just
scat
wanted a
porn.
cool pet.
Scat porn's big in Germany. Maybe they're moving on to, like, it doesn't have to be human scat. Maybe they want the macaque to throw its shit.
Macaque.
Okay.
I want the macaque scat. I'm macaque.
Oh, yeah. Throw your monkey.
It's the number 1 song.
Throw your shit.
Macaque scat. Oh, macaque.
Throw your shizer at me, monkey. Yes, do it. Oh,
Yes, monkey.
that's so sexy.
so good. So good. Oh, let me eat thy shizer. Oh, right there.
Okay.
All right, that's done.
This is from UPI. A 59-year-old woman breaks the world record for planking.
Oh, hell yeah.
April 10th, 59-year-old Alberta woman broke a Guinness World Record for holding a plank position for 4 hours, 30 minutes, and 11 seconds.
God damn.
Yeah. Donna Jean Wild held the position for about 10 minutes longer than the previous record holder. Montreal resident Dana Glowacka, Guinness World Records, said, "It feels like a dream," Wild told the record.
I don't know, dude.
Keeping
I don't dream
organization.
about planking.
She said her planking enthusiasm.
She sleeps wrong, dude.
She said her planking enthusiasm began after a broken wrist about 10 years ago made many of her usual exercises impossible.
How does it fucking planking? I've broken my wrist, dude, and I don't think about
And you didn't plank once. What were you thinking?
Yeah, that wasn't in my fucking rehab for that shit. I think it would have been terrible. That probably would have like re-injured my wrists.
Yeah, plank for 4 hours a day, get plenty of sleep.
Oh, that must have been what they said. I thought they said wank for 4 hours a day.
The family was doing planking challenges of a couple of minutes, and I tried it with my cast, and I could do it. And that was one thing I could do for the next 6 weeks or 8 weeks with a cast on, she said. The mother of 5 and grandmother of 12 successfully broke the record at a school in McGrath, where students joined her for part of the attempt.
You're all a bunch of pussies.
You bunch of losers!
4 minutes? 4 minutes was the best this 5th grader could do?
I've been here 4 hours! Whatever it is that you like, if it's sports or academics or music, arts, whatever it is, the more you practice, the better you get and the easier it becomes, she said. And then you can help others around you. And it ends with that quote.
How do you help other people plank?
Your planking is so helpful.
It is literally a solo exercise.
I think she's inspiring people, man. Come on.
To plank.
I can lay there too all day.
That is pretty badass. I think the longest I've ever planked was like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's impressive. All right.
I like the Guinness Book of World Records articles.
Another thing from Sky News. I think all my shit's been from Sky News. Bedfordshire.
They usually have the weirdest shit.
Bedfordshire black bears at Woolburn Safari Park ride on swan pedalos. So those like paddle boats.
Pedalos? They're called pedalos?
Yeah, I've never heard them. I thought they were just called paddle boats. The 4 young bears, Harvard, Maple, Colorado, and Aspen, enjoyed riding on the pedalos of Woolburn Safari Park in Bedfordshire. There's a picture.
That's awesome.
It was your turn last time.
A lucky group of black bears were treated to a pedalo ride after a lake formed in their enclosure. After heavy rain created a mini lake in their 13-acre reserve, keepers at Woolburn Safari Park decided to float a swan pedalo on the water. According to Tommy Babington, a deputy head of the carnivore section at the park of Bedfordshire, the bears were immediately intrigued. Nah, fuck, that's a bad English accent. I don't feel like doing that. By their new neighbor, and wasted no time in investigating it. The pedalos I give up. I'm not doing that one. The pedalo is usually used elsewhere on their site, but was awaiting new pedals, Mr. Babington said. It was great fun for the visitors to seeing... Jesus Christ, dude, you're English and you can't speak it. It was great fun for visitors to seeing them climb on board, and we love devising new ways to provide food, scent, and habitat enrichment that stimulates their natural foraging behaviors, he said.
I am fun having watch bear.
Yeah, okay. He must sound like this. I think I got his... Bears are naturally very curious animals, and keepers will encourage this with all kinds of enrichment through their habitat, as this keeps their minds and bodies active. The swan boat enrichment may be a less conventional approach to stimulating their natural behaviours, but it certainly was a hit. I mean, that's as well as he speaks English, so I assume it's that accent. The 4 black bears are 2 pairs of siblings, 2 male and 2 female, named Harvard, Maple, Colorado, and Aspen. Originally from North America, they can grow up to 2 meters long and weigh more than 45 stone. And I don't know what that is in pounds. That's it.
You know, orangutans can drive golf carts. Seen that video?
An orangutan driving a golf cart?
Yeah, he just drives around the zoo.
Yeah, I've seen some cool
Just
stuff.
hanging out the
orangutans.
window like he's all cool.
I always remember when I think of orangutans, I always think of the video where the orangutan saved the guy who was like down in the water, falling in the river. A wild orangutan like hung out and like reached out and somebody got pictures of him like saving the guy.
Oh, dude, I always think, when I think of orangutans, I always think they did that weird reality show. Just one of them was like man versus animal. And they had a sumo wrestler and an orangutan doing tug of war over like a lagoon. And the sumo wrestler is just trying his fucking hardest, dude. He's like planted and the orangutan is not taking it seriously whatsoever. It's like just fucking off. It's on its back and it's just sort of barely pulling. It gets its feet and then it just one big heave and it yanks that motherfucker right into the water, dude. The sumo wrestler just like really trying to outdo it. The orangutan's just like,
Fuck you. All right, next one I have is from UPI again. It's a fair dodging horse waits on the platform in a train station. I thought this was fitting for the...
I think I almost did that one.
An escaped racehorse made its way to a train station in Sydney, Australia, and trotted up and down the platform before attempting to board a train and chasing a passenger. Whoa, okay. Sorry, I read that wrong. To board a train and chasing a passenger. Transport from New South Wales posted a series of security camera photos to Facebook and footage to Instagram, showing the horse clad in a beige raincoat wandering onto the platform at the Warwick Farm station amid heavy storms.
How do you get the raincoat?
Murder.
He was also flashing people. Transport for NSW said the fair-dodging equine was seen trotting up and down the platform before watching a train pull into the station and standing as if it was preparing to board. The horse returned to pacing once the train, which had been warned of the horse's presence, refused to open its doors. At one point...
Discrimination?
Yeah. At one point, the animal chased after a fellow passenger on the platform who was able to evade the horse without injury. Police were called to the station and the horse was shot on sight. No, I'm just kidding.
No equestrians.
Just kidding. That's not what it said. Police were called to the station and the horse's owner soon arrived to take the animal home. Transport for NSW quipped the horse was returned to his residence in a stable condition.
Got him.
No one involved in the incident is intending to take any further action, as the individual was only horsing around.
You got him.
That's it. On that one.
Oh man, really? All of my shit was from Sky News. This is my last one. Mike Tyson hopes to deliver knockout blow with cannabis edible ears. In a nod to his most notorious fight, Tyson's 1997 bout against Holyfield, the second time they met in the ring, became known as the Bite Fight, following Iron Mike's act of partial cannibalism. Former world heavyweight boxing champion. Yep, it's gonna repeat the same shit. So skip that. The bizarre products are a nod to when Tyson infamously bit off part of the ear of his opponent, Evander Holyfield, in their WBA heavyweight championship bout in Nevada in 1997. The edibles have been released by Tyson 2.0, a cannabis company founded by the iconic boxer known as Iron Mike. They come in flavors including black eye berry, sour apple punch, and watermelon. I mean, I feel like they're missing a fourth flavor, Holyfield, but that's just me. The edibles are available from the company's online store, but have already been spotted in dispensaries in New York. The 57-year-old is reportedly planning a promotional tour at shops next month, including at an event in Times Square. I wonder how Holyfield feels about this.
From what I've seen, they've like squashed everything. They did a commercial. Did you see the commercial they did?
Yeah.
recently.
No, tell me about it.
It was, I can't remember what it was for. It was something about, the whole theme of it was forgiveness.
Yeah.
So it's probably insurance or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, it's like
okay that you've been
doorbell
there,
rings and Evander Holyfield opens his door and Mike Tyson's standing there and he's like, "Hey, Evander, I got you. I brought you your ear." And it's like in a box and like a I'm sorry thing. And like, yeah. So, I mean, I think they've squashed it all and like, they're cool.
Now I can be like Mike.
It eats his own ear.
Dude, I want to see them do like an online therapy commercial, like where like Tyson's sad and Evander's like, "I'm always here to lend you a sympathetic ear," or some bullshit. or,
Get it?
or I hope he's making money off this, dude. I'd love to see Evander Holyfield be like the pitch man for that particular product. Like, dude, actually, I hope they took like a mold of Evander Holyfield's ear and it is to scale.
It'd be perfect.
It's just Evander Holyfield, eat me.
Yeah, you can be like Mike.
Not everyone in the cannabis industry is said to be enthused about the release of Tyson's product. Well, fuck them.
Fuck all of them.
The former boxer was convicted of rape in 1992 and has also been accused of domestic violence. Stu Zakim, a publicist for the cannabis dispensary, the travel agency, and Union Square, told the New York Post, "They're honoring this convicted rapist and wife beater as a role model. We should use much better role models." Didn't he, like, get convicted of that, though, on, like, dubious circumstances? I don't remember that case very well.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Like he didn't get convicted of it actually or something.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, because
I'm
there's
not
those. Yeah, I don't
speaking
know.
100% because I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember. I was 5 in 1992. Tyson's 1997 bout against Holyfield, the second time they had. Jesus Christ. It's the same crap over and over.
Sit here.
Tyson's boxing license was revoked by the Nevada State Athletic Commission and he was fined $3 million. He retired from professional boxing in 2005 with 50 wins, including 44 knockouts and 6 losses. Earlier and then it talks about he's going to beat the shit out of Jake Paul on Netflix. The end.
I hope he does.
That's a good bit.
That'd be nice to see him almost 60 years old and just knock his fucking block off.
Have you seen his
As
training
much
videos?
as much as he annoys me and shit, like, I know Jake Paul is like, he's done a lot for like to bring interest back into boxing, and he's done a lot like trying to like get like for fighters, like trying to get them insurance and proper pay and all this kind of shit. But I still want to see Mike Tyson like knock his dick loose, as my dad used to say.
Have you seen his training videos?
Yeah, those are scary.
Yeah.
I was like,
He's still got the power for sure.
yeah.
Okay, let's see what I got here. Oh, this is from Game Rant. I just wanted to cover this because it's something coming to Switch for everyone. But Jake, I was going to see if you heard of this shit.
Everyone owns
April
Switch.
19th will be a big day for Nintendo 64 fans. On Friday, April 19th is going to be a big day for the 64 enthusiasts, especially if they have a Nintendo Switch handy. Nintendo 64 fans can enjoy nostalgia with Corn Kids 64
Corn kid.
on Nintendo Switch, complete with N64 controller support for authentic gameplay. The release of Corn Kids 64 on April 19th is a nod to N64 era platformers. Oh, it's not an, I thought it was an old game.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
I missed this part because I read these and I was like, I didn't see the nod part, so this is pointless now. But anyway, we'll talk about it. Offering a 90s gaming experience. Also, it says a Super Kiwi 64 for Nintendo Switch will also add N64 controller support. So, on the 19th, Corn Kids 64 releases. And you'll be able to play. I'm wondering, like, the N64 controller.
the only way you can unlock these games, though, is if you kill all of your parents and then start a society of children.
Like Children of the Corn?
Yeah, corn kids, dude.
Corn Kids!
No.
Kill your elders!
I play Corn Kids at least once a day, every day in the bathroom.
Ew!
Oh,
But I think it's
13
cool. It's
Corn
like
Kids.
enabling. I'm just wondering, trying to see where it says like the
What game?
N64 controller support.
I think they have they've got those wired whatever controllers that you can plug in the USB ports that are. I think they've made Nintendo 64 ones that you can actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can play like older games with.
That's
them
awesome. I would actually use those for like. I would almost rather have that for some reason, even though if I wanted to, I could pull it out and play the original game. But if I'm playing like Mario 64 or something like that,
depending on what it is,
have a 64 controller because I was just so used to playing that game. On that controller.
I've never liked any like Ocarina of Time adaptation on something else
without the actual 64
because
controls.
I want to use that controller. Like especially when they put it on like GameCube or something, and you had the little C stick instead of the 4 buttons because like trying to use it like a joystick.
This just in! I got a picture sent to me of Corn Kid 64, and they're goat people.
That don't make no damn sense.
Ties into our other.
Yeah.
All right.
Continue.
Yeah, you play as a little anthropomorphic goat people. And it looks like you eat cans. He's got cans. He's eating it. He looks really happy about it. Let's look at these. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, people should really check this out. It really does have an N64 look to it. It's a little bit smoother. Looks like...
Not really.
A little bit. Like, look at the character.
Looks like it's made out of polygons. I get it.
He's kind of... It looks like the... what is that emulator they use? With like the dolphin?
Oh, yeah.
And like they'll kind of enhance some of the... Or like the enhanced versions of... Mario 64 on Switch, how they kind of made it look a little smoother, but it's still... That's pretty cool. I'd play it. I'd play as a goat person. Apparently to Michael, it don't make no damn sense, so he won't be playing it.
Where's the corn?
Yeah.
You should be playing as corn people.
Wait, do they mean kids as in like goats as kids?
Whoa.
Because like...
Corn kids. Oh!
Oh, yeah. We've made sense of it.
Yeah, and they eat corn.
Oh, they listen to corn.
Yeah. They listen to corn.
Goats and follow the leader shirts.
We're Jinkos and Adidas.
Jinkos and Adidas. All right. You out? You in?
I'm out of articles.
You're out of articles, huh?
You took my Screaming Frog one. So
Well,
I
I'm a
was
son
on
of a
shortage.
bitch.
How
I
dare
am
you?
a son of a bitch. Here, I'll do one more from UPI. Overdue book returned to Colorado Library after 105 years.
Fuck, what was the book?
Colorado Library said a book was recently returned to the facility after being due back 105 years earlier.
Cooking with Jell-O.
The library announced its website that the copy of Ivanhoe by Sir Walter Scott had been due back at the Fort Collins Public Library and Free Reading Room on February 13th, 1919.
I thought it was going to be something obscure, like something dumb.
Yeah, like
a treatise on
lusty
on United States relations with the American Indian.
I thought it would be like the third volume of the Lusty Argonian Maid. I can never find that. I want to know what happens in the next sex scene.
Dump dinners.
The book was returned to the library system by a woman who reported that her brother had found it among their mother's belongings in Kansas. So she took it all the way to Kansas. She must have really liked that book.
You're never getting this book back.
The library system said the book would have accrued about $760 in late fees under the 1919 rate of 2 cents per day, but the library eliminated late fines in 2020.
That's why it came back.
That's why, and that's everything. It just ends right there. It just ends with they ended their late fees in 2020. So thankfully, they have their book back. It's a happy ending.
Are they gonna like frame it, or will they ever check it out again? I hope somebody else checks it out for 101 years.
We got bad luck with this book.
For 106 years and beats it by 1 year.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Great.
That's about all I have. What else do you want to talk about? We got about 15 minutes, or we can end it now.
Doesn't matter. I don't care.
Because I'm saving time for the end of this month. I feel like we should do some kind of like special
Well, let's talk
episode
about
where
it.
we
Yeah,
just
okay.
cover. We'll just like we'll come up with some kind of subject, or we'll just have a open chat.
Let's be unprofessional and brainstorm while we're recording this.
Oh, you think-
Yeah,
should
what,
we?
Yeah, what do you want to do for a shorter podcast?
Well, I think I just think we should have a hangout. We won't have any stories. We'll just talk about what's just roll off of each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could do that. Or do you know how to get like owl pellets? You remember how like in elementary school you would dissect owl pellets?
No, I didn't get to dissect any owl pellets.
Dude, I got to do that like 2 or 3 times. You know, like where they regurgitate the pellet because they don't crap out.
I've heard of that. Yes,
Yeah, and
but
they
I
got
didn't.
like mouse skulls and stuff. So we could get an owl pellet and we could like dissect it on
Wait,
air.
were you in Florida at this time?
No, I was here. I think maybe I dissected one in Florida, but no, I was here. Like elementary school, they had us do that.
This sounds like a Florida thing.
But we could figure out. We could try to come up with like how we think, like how they ate whatever they ate, the story behind their meal.
We could do that. We'll
Like, how do you think this rat skull got in this owl?
We'll dissect owl pellets while recording, and we'll each announce what is inside, like you said,
Yeah.
and then that sounds good.
Be like a Kinder egg, man.
And then
Except for gross.
we each collect our feces
Yeah,
from the end of this podcast until the next one,
yeah,
and then we'll each sit with a bowl in front of us of our own feces.
yeah.
We'll pick through it, and we'll tell each other what's in our feces.
That might not
Corn kids.
might not work for me. 'Cause mine's been a lot more liquidy lately.
I mean, it'd just be easier for you to find everything. Everything will just be floating.
Everything will be there.
Right to the
Don't
top.
worry.
But on that disgusting note,
Look at this undigested potato.
I guess
Should have chewed more.
we'll end it here. And we'll see you next time on the Horse Lick Review.